4,240 pounds. Nice, small, manageable size, little Salem bunkhouse coming in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I'm going to nickname this one Sonic because I'm pretty sure it's going to go fast. Now, if you weren't aware, the Salem series is really just the sister clone to what we carry here at Haylett RV. We just call it the Wildwood. This is the predecessor in what would be called the Wildwood X-Lite series to the 19DB XL, which is a very popular model. The only difference is this is dual single bunks versus dual doubles. But for a little family going out, you got a limited tow capacity, you're on a specific budget, or you just don't want to have to spend a ton of money. This is sharp. Like, this is my kind of camping. I could see myself and my family in this thing, like, very, very easily. It's in good shape. You're not inheriting someone's problems. It's got everything it needs where it needs it. You can see you got the dual hanging closets right there. And the previous owners, I like how they added the extra large entry handle and a little screen guard on the bottom there. Obviously, the little kiddos must have been littler kiddos, which are inclined to sometimes, like, push a door open with their feet, you know, so that's handy. Big closets on both sides. I think I mentioned that. You see the side stands, but if we flip down the bed and take a look, you can see this is a handy Murphy bed model. It's going to give us that extra daytime seating that you really need in a little trailer like this, with the convenience of just normal front walk-around bed in the evening hours, which is nice. And this is a one-piece up-down bed. It's not a folding mattress. So you can just leave the bed made, kind of like it is right now. You can sort of see that. The side stands actually have access doors that sort of give you shelf space into the pass-through compartment a little bit. It's a little different what they did there. It's kind of weird, but also kind of cool, you know. The armrests on the sofa, those are also fully removable, mostly so you can fold down the sofa for sleeping purposes, but it is nice that you have something kind of squishy and padded to put your arms on when you are sitting there. So we work our way around the kitchen. That's a folding countertop extension. It has to be to put the bed up and down. But I think during the day, I would like probably try to slide a wastebasket under. I think that's a perfect little wastebasket corner, so you don't have to have, like, you know, the Walmart bags tied all over everything, which a lot of people are, I'm sure, are very, very familiar with. A cool thing Salem does here, if we open that cabinetry up and take a look, you can see how they actually throw a shelf in that overhead space to really double the storage. Not to mention having a dedicated pantry and drawer over there, which, you know, maybe you could use for a combination of food or clothing storage, whatever you need, because it's a little camper. You're going to have to kind of share some space. But having dedicated kitchen drawers over here as well, super, super handy. Now, it's a small camper, so it doesn't need a centralized heating system. That's your furnace right there. But you can also see that means we don't need floor vents, and this is a completely carpetless, easy cleaning model. Similarly, it is not central AC, but a little box like this, I don't think needs it, and looks like it's doing just fine. For entertainment up here, you've got your DVD player system. Your TV, if you choose to add one, could be mounted up here. It looks like previous owners had, but they had also taken it with them. I can see a couple screw holes. The good news is you know where you can mount a TV, and you know where to mount it. Screw holes, I guess, are a little bit different than having a screw loose, as my wife often describes me. Moving on. Wooden plantation blind over here on the main campsite of the RV, but what's nice is you're getting a window the size of those blinds over here looking at your campsite. Now, I've got it in full-on privacy mode right now. If you want all the light and all the air, you can pull up that shade, you can open your door, leave the screen closed, and you can really have yourself one heck of a good time. Easy thing to miss is that down there under that table, there's actually a set of power outlets. There's actually really good power outlet locations throughout the RV. Very handy for things, whether it's, you know, a coffee maker or just a place to plug in some phone chargers or something. Plus, doors on the dinette ends in a more price-sensitive class like this is just a nice find. And it was little details like that that we started picking up on. Like, historically, Wildwood just didn't do that stuff. Or Salem, that we're in by extension. When they really started getting on those finer details, that's when we said, you know, we really want them in our lineup here at Haylett RV. And the newer ones, they do everything that we're seeing here and then some, just even better, you know. The dual single bunks here, they're small, not quite as small as it seems. When I get the bathroom door out of the way, they open up a little bit. They're also just kind of a little bit open air and easy to access, so it doesn't feel like you're climbing into a coffin, you know. Now, The cool thing about a model like this is that you don't have to use it for bunk sleeping space. If it's just you or maybe just a couple of you, that's a ton of potential storage capacity there. Now, they did allow their dealers during this time frame to build these with no shower surround paneling and no skylight. The dealership that built this was kind of notorious for building everything as inexpensively as possible. And I get it, there's value to that. It's nice to be on a specific budget. I know a lot of people prefer things like skylights and shower surrounds, and that's why we build them that way at Haylett RV. Good news is, it's really not that big a deal. All you gotta do is take a towel when you're done showering, wipe down the wall one time, you're good. That's all it takes, folks. I also like the cutaway over here in the bathroom countertop. So if you got broader shoulders, a thicker midsection, maybe some wider hips, you've actually got some room around that toilet to do your business. And this is another reason I like having these in the Wildwood form on our lot. Great storage under that Murphy bed. That's something not every brand does very well. You can see the button there. This does have 4-corner power stabilizer jacks, power tongue jack, power awning. And what's also really cool is this RV actually comes with a handy little remote control. If you want to wirelessly open the awning, put down the power stabilizer jacks, you can do that. It seems almost silly overkill on this little one, but when they standardize equipment across the family, it's very handy on those, 35-foot double triple slide Salem Wildwoods to have those remote control systems, although they don't really seem to be doing them anymore. The front nose skin, extra thick to help repel headwinds, things like that, stone deflections, although the exterior of this looks fantastic. Now, quick note up here on the tongue. This RV is actually being recorded today, 2 days before it's officially coming in on trade. Now, naturally, we don't advertise it for sale before we own it, but I tend to work as proactively as possible. That's just a policy we have at Haylett RV. So, you see the saddle brackets here for the previous owner's weight distribution. Plan on those not being there when you come to collect the RV. But they did wire in a handy battery disconnect switch over there, and that is a really cool thing when people do that. It's just, when the RV's in storage, it protects it from getting drained by phantom load. Now, this is short, it's light, it's no slides, it's easy, and on a tandem axle, it is going to be an easy towing little job. Also, back here, just above our sewer connection area, there's just an extra space here. For, I don't know, I'd put a tote in here for all my, I'd put 2 totes in, one for my freshwater stuff, one for my blackwater stuff. Please don't mix the two. It still amazes me, no matter how many times I've said that, how many times I see an RV come in. Now, you might notice that sewer hookup is a little bit low to the ground right now. First of all, the RV is not level. The nose is up in the ground. Secondly, they kind of cheat the scrub line right there with those little pyramidal shaped flanges. So if you draw a straight line from the bottom of that triangle to the bottom of the tire, that's called a scrub line. Anything below that's going to scrub the ground. And you'll see if you do that, the sewer hookups are above the scrub line so that you don't rip them off. Very handy if you're pulling in and out of a gas station, which always seem to have those really steep curbs. Have you noticed that? Max air cover over the bathroom vent is a nice add-on from the previous owners. This does have a fully walkable roof. I've got a bug on my neck. Oh my God. Sorry, something with claws started trying to walk down the back of my shirt. That's an awkward feeling when you're recording a video. Anyway, walkable roof, tongue and groove plywood floor decking, power awning, easy tilt. I got myself all screwed up now. Whew, hold on, give me just a minute to collect myself here. All right, sorry about that. I think I'm good. Anyway, you know that feeling when a bug touches you and you're convinced it's still crawling on you? I felt like I had to check. Anyway, is that just me? That's not just me, is it? Anyway, folding entry handle added by the previous owners. This RV is also set and ready for a simple side mount solar prep plug. If you're gonna go off grid, you just wanna keep your lights and your fans running, that's what that's designed for. You wanna run the air conditioner? Well, you need a totally different system than that. So give us a call, Haylett RV, we do it all, including those other solar systems. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.